for watching VNA News Bulletin. I'm Vi Hằng from Hanoi with the major stories.
Central Highlands farmers boost digital transformation. And Creative Design Festival to be launched in Hanoi.
Let's begin our bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from October 28 to November 3rd.
Executive Vice President of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez Gomez, visited Vietnam from October 28 to 30th, 2024, celebrating the 35th anniversary of diplomatic relations and emphasizing political trust between the nations. During her meetings and discussions with Vietnamese leaders, the two sides committed to enhancing cooperation across various sectors, including trade, agriculture, energy, and cultural exchanges. They agreed to soon organize the fourth meeting of the Vietnam-Venezuela Intergovernmental Cooperation Committee and the 10th Deputy Foreign Minister-level political consultation. Both sides also reached consensus on coordinating to review and promote negotiations on cooperation agreements, creating a legal framework for multifaceted cooperation and maintaining coordination and supporting each other at international organizations and multilateral forums.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chin's freshly ended 6-day trip to the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar has produced important outcomes, demonstrating the growing relations between Vietnam and the three Middle East countries. The visits elevated the relationship between Vietnam and these three countries in particular, and the Middle East North Africa region in general. The official upgrading of relations with the UAE to a comprehensive partnership has opened up new development space for bilateral ties, expanding Vietnam's comprehensive partnership network to 13 countries. Meanwhile, Vietnam agreed with Saudi Arabia and Qatar to promote the early elevation of relations to a new height in the coming time, thus creating momentum for the comprehensive development of friendship and multifaceted cooperation between Vietnam and these countries, creating leverage to strengthen Vietnam's relations with other important partners in the Middle East, North Africa region. During the trip through the three Middle East countries, Prime Minister Chin engaged in nearly 60 activities, including talks and meetings with senior leaders, ministers, leaders of major corporations, and investment funds of the countries. He was the keynote speaker of the 8th edition of the Future Investment Initiative in Saudi Arabia. He also delivered a policy speech at the UAE's Anwar Gargash Diplomatic Academy, addressed the Vietnam UAE Business Forum, among others.
Hue Central Hospital in the central province of Thua Tien Hue has successfully performed its 13th heart transplant, bringing life to a male patient with end-stage heart failure. The hospital also establishes a new record for heart transplants in Vietnam. The donated heart was transported from Bach Mai Hospital in Hanoi to Hue Central Hospital on October 26. After 6 hours of surgery, the patient recovered well and had the breathing tube removed. This achievement set a new record for heart transplantation in Vietnam, with the shortest time for the heart to start beating again after being placed in the recipient's chest, at just over 50 minutes. Hue Central Hospital ranks second in Vietnam for organ transplants, with over 2,000 successful cases and a 100% success rate.
The Central Highlands has significant potential and advantages regarding land, climate, and soil conditions for developing large-scale modern agriculture focused on agriculture economy. Recently, provinces in the Central Highlands have gradually introduced digital technology through exemplary smart agriculture models, creating a complete digital agriculture ecosystem aimed at sustainable development.
Instead of relying solely on experience to care for durian, this man now uses a mobile app to adjust his care methods based on information about soil moisture, environmental temperature, and pH levels collected from sensors installed in the garden.
With this technology, it's generally easier for farmers. We can identify nutrient deficiencies in our soil, determine the appropriate fertilizer to use, and check if there's enough water.
Digital technology is not only applied in agricultural production, but also in product consumption and promotion. By scanning a QR code, users can access detailed product information, alerts about counterfeit risks, and recommendations regarding expiration dates.
Having traceability is very beneficial and efficient. It provides comprehensive and accurate information, helping to avoid counterfeit or low-quality products.
Using traceability like this enhances the credibility of our cooperative's products. It also increases transparency, giving consumers confidence when purchasing from us.
Currently, several provinces in the Central Highlands are testing an agricultural information management system. The system helps reduce paperwork, save time, and assists residents in accessing agricultural information via mobile apps. It also serves as tools for monitoring and managing the entire agricultural sector, integrating with shared databases to facilitate the use of various digital solutions.
The evaluation of the system shows that it has improved the working environment, streamlined the digitization of paperwork, and made data handling faster, more transparent, and clearer.
Alongside the rapid growth of e-commerce, agricultural products from the Central Highlands have increasingly emerged on digital platforms. As a result, these products can easily reach consumers, enhancing their value and expanding both domestic and international markets, thereby promoting the transition from agricultural production to agricultural economy in the Central Highlands.
Germany international broadcaster Deutsche Welle, or DW, recently ran an article on its website spotlighting several factors driving Vietnam's economic growth.
The DW quoted the World Bank's forecast as saying that Vietnam's GDP is expected to expand 6.1% by the end of 2024 and 6.5% in the following year. Both projections are higher than what was predicted in April, with the increase in growth attributed to a rebound in manufacturing exports, tourism, and investment. Vietnam could have larger growth in 2025 than other emerging economies such as Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, according to the report. The article described foreign direct investment as a factor fueling growth, elaborating the country, like many other Southeast Asian peers, relies heavily on FDI. In the first 9 months of this year, Vietnam attracted $24.78 billion, up 11.6% compared to the same period in 2023.
A creative design festival will run from November 9 to 17 in Hanoi. For the first time, the festival will feature an interactive experience designed for public participation, with festival spaces arranged along a route closely connected to Hanoi's iconic heritage sites.
The festival's central route will focus on August Revolution Square, extending along north-south and east-west axes, linking significant architectural landmarks tied to Hanoi's rich history. Along the route, visitors can explore over 100 creative activities and events, including unique pavilion installations, exhibits on creative spaces, art installations, live performances, and more interactive experiences. Expanding beyond the main route, the festival invites participation from creative hubs, cultural heritage sites, and traditional craft villages across Hanoi. Its aim is to deepen public understanding, pride, and connection to Hanoi's heritage, encouraging contributions to the city's creative future. With a wide range of activities, the festival promises to spark intergenerational dialogue, connecting Hanoi's historical roots with its future, particularly for the younger generation, celebrating creativity both past and present.
Recently, young Vietnamese designers have been trying various ways to revitalize the traditional outside through creative designs and striking collections. They skillfully blend traditional cultural values with modern styles, creating fresh adaptations that preserve the essence of this national garment.
The outside has long been an integral part of Vietnamese culture and history. Over many generations, it has become more than just an article of clothing. It stands as a symbol of elegance, grace, and timeless beauty. However, in the fast-paced modern world, preserving and promoting the beauty of the outside has become quite a challenge. In response, many young Vietnamese have been dedicated to making the outside more relevant in contemporary life, driven by their boundless creativity and unwavering passion. One noteworthy trend is the harmonious blend of traditional cultural features with modern twists on the outside. Some young designers have created collections that incorporate unique, innovative touches that appeal to modern tastes, while still preserving the essence of the traditional garment.
Our non-Nuoc collection draws inspiration from the mountains and rivers of Vietnam. I was deeply moved by the beauty of Vietnam's natural landscapes, the mountains, the forests, the flowing rivers, which sparked the creation of this collection. The water puppetry and non-Nuoc collections have been integrated with many modern elements by our students. In the non-Nuoc collection, students used 3D effects by layering glue on the fabric, combining the flowing softness of the owl's eye with a textured exterior. For the water puppetry collection, they dyed the fabric with gradients and created puppet figures using wood or plaster, merging modern techniques with traditional artistry.
These efforts have received high praise from experienced fashion designers, particularly for the water puppetry collection by students GIệnh I and Thi Hải Yến. Inspired by the artistry of traditional water puppetry, these students skillfully incorporated the lovely figures of water puppets into outside in a vibrant and spirited way.
While sitting in a cafe one afternoon and listening to the song Remembering Hanoi's Autumn, our team agreed on the concept for the Van Vong collection.
Cảm hứng của bộ sưu tập của chúng ta sẽ được lấy từ bài hát này.
For Minh Huệ, the yellow and red leaves of trees in autumn, the old trees and the mossy rooftops mentioned in the song of the late musician Trịnh Sơn evoke beautiful memories of Hanoi's autumn. This collection not only expresses their love for the city, but also reflects the sentiments of those who have left Hanoi yet hold it dear in their hearts. Vấn Vương collection captures nostalgia for the gentle, beautiful capital city. Balancing tradition and modernity is a complex task for designers, requiring both a deep understanding of the traditional culture and an ability to keep up with new trends.
I feel an overwhelming sense of pride wearing the owl's eye. I'm Vietnamese, and wearing the owl's eye is a chance for me to share Vietnam's heritage with the world.
Amidst the trend of globalization, many young people are enthusiastically embracing their role in promoting the outside. Their creativity and dedication in making the outside collections are prime examples for this commitment.
I feel it is my responsibility to preserve and promote the owl's eye. It's one way to ensure this traditional cultural symbol lives on through time.
These persistent efforts have solidified the outside as a cherished part of the Vietnamese identity, reaching generations and embodying the cultural harmony between tradition and modernity.
And that has wrapped up our daily bulletin. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for now.